Good afternoon, friends and neighbors. This is Thursday afternoon, September the 13th, 2018. I am your intrepid host, Mr. David Null, and this is just a quick video. Yeah, like I can make quick videos, ha ha ha. But greetings and blessings to all of you. And I did a late night, early morning video about the storm and about how our meditation could change things and other stuff like that. And so I was pleasantly surprised and shocked that it's like about the time I was doing the video this morning was about the time when the new update on Florence came out, and it was downgraded to a category 2. So it went from a 4 to a 3 to a 2. Now it was supposed to have intensified before it moved onto the on shore. So I have absolutely positively believe that all of us, millions of people who've been praying that the storm would subside and that, the damage would be minimal. I absolutely am 100% convinced that we had an effect on that storm, because it should have picked up power. It should have picked up speed. It should be worse than it is right now. Now, I'm saying that we all did a good job. However, we need to keep it up. We need to keep this meditation up during the day. We need to keep a good positive thought against this storm. I'm here to tell you, I was just hoping that it wouldn't just be quite so bad. But I mean, to drop from almost a category 4 to a category 2 in a few hours, when there were a bunch of us across this planet meditating that storm would subside. I say job well done, everybody. Now, could it be that there are other factors in there that, kept folks from, non-intensifying the storm? Well, if you look at the mimic radar, you can tell that the top of that storm was being hit by microwaves. I mean, it's obvious as the day is long that somebody tried to affect that storm. Now, did the bad guys, because I said in the video early this morning, I was like, maybe we should concentrate on the people who are pushing the button at the HARP station, the high atmospheric aurora thingy. Anyway, it's high energy frequencies and radio waves being bounced off the inside of our atmosphere. It comes back down and they can direct this stuff. Been going on for a long time. Okay. But with that said, because I mentioned in the video that I did, not to pat myself on the back, but just to say that why don't we focus some of our meditation on the people pushing the buttons? Maybe they won't push the button. I was hoping maybe they'd push the button to make the storm less. Lo and behold, around 4 or 5 this morning, the storm dropped from a 3 to a 2. Job well done, everybody. Is it over yet? No. A lot of rain, there's still a lot of storm damage, all right? I mean, and me growing up in Florida and being around storms really all my life. So it's like, there's still tornadoes that can be, that can erupt because of the different vortexes in the storms and everything. Yes, absolutely. Straight line winds that are higher than the 105 or 10 mile an hour winds of the category 2. Absolutely. So there, a straight line wind came through here about a week ago and knocked out a bunch of limbs and stuff and did a little minor damage here. But to the point, though, it was just a thunderstorm. It only lasted 10 minutes. But in that 10 minutes, there was significant damage when you consider it was only 10 minutes and a thunderstorm. But anyway, so it could have been worse. That big limb could have hit one of the windows in my house, and I'd really be, doing some rework. But anyway, so we got to continue to keep the prayers up today and tomorrow over the weekend. I just did an update reading some of the things that are happening with the weather and so forth. And there's still a buttload of rain to come. And folks, as far inland as Asheville, Black Mountain, and that area, which is in western North Carolina, they're suggesting that there's still going to be a lot of rain. 3 or 4 inches of rain in a short amount of time, especially in the mountains. Those streams will come up right away. So the the chance of a flash flood in the mountains is a lot higher. Okay. It doesn't mean that, folks could be endangered. All right. So we need to keep this meditation going today and through the weekend because, like I say, there's going to be some rain. So if we all continue to focus our prayers, focus our meditations on let this storm be a mild, turn into a mild pussycat, and may anyone that's caught in the storm that can't get away. I mean, there are disabled people that they were reported on that there are special places for disabled people to go with special ramps and things and stuff like that. You know, some of these folks can't get out on their own. They rely on other people to help them with things. And being a partially disabled old person, I get it, And there are days when I can barely walk. So how can I run from a storm if I can barely walk and have difficulty crawling? So, I understand this from my point of view, but there are folks who are a lot worse shape than me physically and trying to outrun a storm or whatever. So there are folks in that are disabled who are, seeking help to try to help them move to higher ground. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good things going on. Yeah, it's a big buttload type kind of storm out there, sitting out there churning and everything. But I swear, in reading through the stuff so far this morning and early afternoon, I've looked at things and just went, you know what? I can't believe this. The storm actually went down and it was supposed to have intensified. So, whew, man, a pat on the back to all of us. I mean, seriously, a pat on the back to all of us. Let me see who came in and hanging out here with me for a minute. Max Vision, hi. Ask Florence to skirt the coast. Yep. Meditation of exposure of evil. Howdy, everyone. Hey, Max. Hi, Deborah. Breaking Dawn, Deborah L. Smith. Hi. How are you? Good afternoon, everyone. And my early morning meditation this morning and everything, it was like, just wash out. You're going to hit the storm. You're going to hit the coast. It's too big not to. But I just kept thinking, you're going to turn into a wuss kind of storm. You're going to rain yourself out. You're going to slow down. And it's working. It's working. So I just want to, hello, everyone. Greetings, blessings. Let's continue all this. Melanie, hi there. Let's keep up this wonderful work. Keep the prayers up. Anybody who needs help is going to get it. We keep our prayers simple, but to the point. If you know somebody personally, then send them that prayer directly. But for all of us, when we just send our good intent, may anyone who is trapped be rescued safely. May anyone who is caught in traffic trying to get out, may they find a safe route and that they will be safe as well. And anyone else who's trapped or whatever in dire circumstances. So continue the prayer work, continue this meditation, send out the love because I swear it's working, and I believe it. And if you can believe it, we will make it so. We are the new creators of this new world. We are the creators. We have the power and the knowledge to put forth positive vibes, thoughts, and so forth. And in my opinion, we as a collective are doing a damn good job today. Somebody just posted something here. Let me put my glasses back on. Pat on the back for all your help. Checking up family members now in Charleston. They also want to let you know how grateful they are of all your thoughts and prayers. Pat on the back. Yes, thank you so much. And all the other folks out there. Seeking a shaman coaching. You ready to guide, David? You're seeking a shaman? Breaking Dawn? Is that what you are asking, saying? Because yes, there are a lot of things that I know. I've been on this journey for a long time. Now I'm the first one to say that yes, okay. I don't know what you need, but I'm here to help anyone. All right. Now the best way to learn some of this stuff is face to face, hands on. Thank you, Bimini Road, and blessings to you. because we are affecting this. I mean, the video I did early this morning about we are the new creators. We are the new creation folks for the new world. And I don't mean new world order kind of stuff. I mean the new world, this new world. We want peace. We want harmony. We want people to be safe. And as we continue to put those good thoughts forward, oh my goodness. Okay. That's just plain and simple. And I'm just flabbergasted. I'm just really happy now. The storm's still there, all this other kind of stuff. But, I firmly believe we had a positive effect against the storm. And maybe with my thought process early this morning, asking folks, hey, think about the people that are pushing the buttons to do this weather warfare. I mean, back in the 60s, Lyndon Baines Johnson, the president back then, I think partially responsible for the killing of John F. Kennedy, but that's my personal opinion. But JFK, there's a speech out there. And if you watch one of the recent BP Earthwatch updates, shows the little clip at the end of it that shows in black and white television back then, that's how old this stuff was. But Lyndon Baines Johnson saying that there are weather satellites, and whoever controls the weather controls the world. And LBJ was saying this back in the 60s. So this stuff is not new. Okay. Things that are old are becoming new again. Weather modification's been around for a long time. It's now the veil's being lifted. People are talking about it all over the place. They're looking at the mimic satellites and seeing the microwave bursts. A lot of people are looking around going, oh, holy crap. These guys are insane. These folks who are trying to do us harm are bat crap cray cray, and they are. And the fact that they're being pushed into a corner, they are coming out swinging. They're going to try to do every bit of damage they can. Now, think about this. They've modified these storms. Look at what Katrina did and all this other kind of stuff. But to the point, though, we are awake enough to know you guys are trying to kill us. And they are. So when we say, hang on now, I don't want you to kill me with a storm. We don't want to have devastation. We, as a collective, as these people with higher vibrations and understanding of the veil being lifted, we say, sorry, guys, we don't agree with your agenda here. Not Agenda 21, not Agenda 2030. We don't appreciate your agenda. We wish a different outcome. And that outcome is just going to be, okay, big rainstorm. All right, we're going to get some rain. Okay, there's going to be some localized flooding. Okay, but the storm's going to dissipate. We're going to fix this one. Now, I ventured up. Hello, all of you all. Bimini Road, Breaking Dawn, Max Vision, and there are 8 people on here. I don't see who you are, but that doesn't matter. I love you all. Greetings, thank you, blessings to all of you. So let's just keep sharing this, all right? Are the bursts coming from the Antarctic energy weapons? Breaking Dawn, I believe so. Part of them are. But you see, here's the thing. There are antenna arrays all over the place, okay? And they are also using the Doppler weather radar stations. Like there's one in Albany, Georgia, north of me, and there's one in Tallahassee, Florida, which is south of me. And you can tell when they send out these bursts. They show up on the radar. So they're using all kinds of stuff. I mean, they're even using 5G towers because all they have to do is direct this energy. And all they got to do is send these bursts up there and it will affect the atmosphere, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like all the systems are broken or corrupt. We know there is enough for all. HARP all over the place. Exactly. And what is surprising is that like down here in South Georgia and the one in Tallahassee, they've just updated all of the Doppler radars. So it's like, what? It was working fine before. Why did they take them down and upgrade them? What did they do to these things? And it seems to me then, in my watching the radar and the clouds and so forth, that there's a lot of stuff that these Doppler radar weather stations are doing. Now, I want to say, I don't think it's like the local stations, but because the radar is there, that the folks, the higher ups, they can manipulate these towers for their own usage. Okay. So the local stations are just using the Doppler radar going, yeah, we're just looking at radar. And the guys behind the radar are going, well, guess what? We can send out an energy burst from a local station. They won't know what's going on, but because it's hooked up to the grid and to the system and everything, folks go in there and they can type in and do what they want. So it's not just Antarctica, it's all over the place. So just saying, you are correct that HARP is all over the place, Max Vision. And Esoteric Essentials by Deborah Tucker. Blessings to you. Even underwater HARP, yes. We are all love. And see, in my opinion, we did good and we're still doing good. We're doing great, actually. So, I wish to influence you a little bit? Absolutely. Because by saying a pat on the back for those of us who meditate, to see something actually come, happen, the storm relaxed. Oh my God. Did we have anything to do with it? I'm going to take credit for us, not just me, but for all of us. Hell yeah. Sure, we had an effect on it. So let's keep up the good work, y'all. And Breaking Dawn, Deborah L. Smith, if you are serious about the shaman guide thing, you can reach me at dwnull52@gmail.com. Anyone else that might be interested in the shaman journey or whatever, dwnull, lowercase, dwnull52@gmail.com. Send me an email. Now, sometimes I'm slow at stuff, so please be patient with me, all right? Sometimes I get knocked out for a couple of days. If you watch my videos, okay, type it in. Okay. I've got my chat back, by the way. I don't know what happened, but okay. So it's DWNULL 52 at gmail.com. Okay. And so if there are enough people, maybe we could have a live interactive type hangout group thing or something. Breaking Dawn, if you have Google Hangouts, then we can chat, not necessarily live on YouTube or whatever, but we can have face-to-face contact with through Hangouts. Okay. So there are ways to do this, but I'm here to tell you, I've done a lot of studying with a lot of people in my 66 years. And I'm here to tell you that one-on-one meeting somebody is by far like the best. But now if you're in Egypt and I'm in Georgia, that's going to be a little difficult. So I get the circumstances. Am I saying, well, I'm not going to relay any information or teach you anything because we can't be physically together? Ain't going there. Okay. But I do want to say it is much more effective. It just is. So with that. So anyway, I'm going to cut this short. It's already been 20 minutes almost, but I send out love and honor. Send it off yourselves, okay? And as I said in an earlier video, early this morning when I was doing this, there's an addendum, okay? I've asked the creator spirits, angels, galactics and everything, what can we do? We need to push our issue. And what I mean by pushing our issue is that when we say a prayer for, I wish that here's just an example. I wish the Hurricane Florence would dissipate. And the addendum to that is, and any other storms that are life-threatening on the planet. That's the addendum, okay? So if you say, I'm hoping that everybody will be safe from Hurricane Florence and everyone else that might be affected by a storm on the planet. So what you do in order to help push, quote, our agenda, if you will, which is love, peace, harmony, etc., we need to add an addendum to our prayers to include the entire planet. not just this focus group, but we're focusing, our main focus is on the Hurricane Florence, but there are other storms, there are other people. And so with that, we, if we just added that little line to the end of our prayer or our meditation, and anyone else who may be involved in any other kind of storm or safety, make sure all other people are included. Now, they they've been hitting me over the head with this, from a psychic standpoint, that everybody, because that's our next step. We're praying and meditating and focusing our energy, and all that is 110% great. But in order to push our agenda to get a little bit more out of what we're already doing, it's that we add this little addendum to include the rest of the planet in our prayer. Just a little minor thing, but they're telling me it's a big thing, that they're hearing us. That when we add that little tidbit to the end of our prayer, that the galactics are hearing it. Creator's hearing, the Mother Earth hears it. The whole vibrational thing, it's changing all of it. And this storm, in my opinion, is like right on. There's proof. We can do this. That means we can clean up a bunch of stuff too. So all of this is like, okie dokie. Now, I believe it. And I'm not saying you should, but I hope you do. I hope you believe that we are making that difference. Keep that positive thought. Because if you say, well, I don't know, this is just it's a coincidence. Okay. A really neat coincidence, synchronicity, if you will, but okay. But if you believe, if you have the faith that, yes, we are making a difference, that adds to the prayer. That frequency of being positive with our intent adds to the prayer that we're asking. I know y'all get it. So I'm just here to like help bring it out, discuss it, put it in the forward of your mind or whatever. And, just that positive thought will carry on. Max, Melanie Weisler, grateful for your energy. David, thank you very much for yours, because when you guys come and share with me, the fact that you even show up gives me more energy to go, maybe it's, I know I'm an old kook, but to the point though, you all feel that there is something valid that I have to say, and that humbles me. It makes me continue to pray and to show others how to get there, or whatever it is my job is. So I do love you all from my heart, soul, and my soul's heart, to every single one of you and more. I say, accept and receive the gifts, the healing, and the teaching from the universe. Accept and receive all the blessings from Creator. Accept and receive all this good energy from all these other wonderful beings on this planet Earth. I love you all. Till next time, I gotta go feed the chickens, and the cats want some milk, and etc. So have a good Thursday. I'll talk to you all soon, and I really do love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Breaking Dawn Deborah, I expect to hear from you. I love you too, Miss Melanie, and Bimini Road. Hi, all of you, and adios for now. So out of here in a 5, 4, 3, 2, and